Hi, welcome to I Heart Nursing. I'm glad you came back. I decided that after watching some YouTube videos that considering this channel is called I Heart Nursing, that it might be helpful to you if I share my experiences through nursing school. I am currently an LVN, but I've gone back to school to get my bachelor's in nursing. And at the school that I attend, it's actually a 5-semester program, so you start like the second half of your sophomore year. I am in my first semester of my junior year. So the first semester was really just fundamentals. We had 2 classes that we had to take. The first one was health assessment, which was really strictly just based on how to do a complete head-to-toe assessment and then how to do a more specific assessment based off a particular system, whether it be neurological or cardiac or pulmonary, whatever the case may be. And that involved some tests, and then of course we had practicums where we actually had people come in to be patients, and we had to do an assessment on them, whatever our concepts were for that particular module. And then also at our final was again a complete head-to-toe assessment. And what was really fun was that very last assessment that we had to do, the people that came in to be the patients were actually nurses. So it was really neat to get to interact with them and have them kind of give us feedback about what we were doing, things that we might want to work on. So that was very fun. The other class that we took last semester was called Essentials, and it was really just kind of a nice introduction to the different systems or concepts as we use at my school. So like we had, one concept was elimination, another concept was perfusion, which obviously tied together not only like oxygenation of the pulmonary system, but also, how that oxygen got to all the parts of the body, through the cardiac system. So the concept-based learning I like a lot. I kind of learn that way anyways. So it's really nice to kind of have a curriculum based around that. The other thing, also in that class, we had a lot of lab time because that's where we learned and tested off on all of our skills. So, we learned, bed making, unoccupied and occupied, how to give a bed bath, how to ambulate, how to transfer different types of patients, using assisted devices, such as, wheelchairs or canes or crutches. And then we also learned different procedures, like what to dry dressing, how to insert a catheter, how to insert it in G-tube, just some really, broad, a broad range of skills that we would need. At the school that I attend, we actually don't have clinical that very first semester. You're just in the classroom learning, and then, and in the lab as well. So this semester, again, the first semester of my junior year, we're actually in clinical. So I've started clinical, which is, kind of where we are now is a good, I guess, refresher. Sometimes as a nurse we pick up bad habits, so it's nice to, remember, oh, I'm supposed to do it this way and all that. So that's neat to kind of get re-exposed to that again. But even for like our novice students, people who don't have any medical experience, I think the way that they're approaching it is very helpful to them for learning and picking up these various concepts and how they're interrelated, and how one system affects another system, and how things can get out of whack and cause a multitude of problems. And the only thing that's kind of overwhelming, not that nursing school isn't overwhelming in and of itself, but we do have a lot of assignments outside of just like your standard, sorry, that little piece of hair is bothering me. Outside of just, normal reading and of course studying for tests, we have some papers that are due, of course our clinical paperwork, we have some group presentations that we're working on. So there is a lot. There's a lot going on, a lot to complete and do. So I'm very thankful that I have my planner and can kind of try to keep things organized as much as possible. Things are kind of changing, and so you have to make adjustments in that regard. But it is what it is. Have to get through it, get to point B. So I just kind of wanted to give you an update as far as nursing school. I think I've decided I'm going to try to do a weekly if I can, but at least at a minimum, like bi-weekly, just kind of, what I'm experiencing, what we're learning, kind of how things are progressing, if my study habits are working, which I think they are, because we just had 2 exams, and I was lucky enough to get an A on both of those, so I was super excited about that. I'm kind of hold myself to a pretty high standard when it comes to school, and everybody says, oh, if you're an A student, don't expect to keep them when you go in nursing school. But I'm trying really hard. We'll see how it goes. I mean, that's my plan. I figure, I'll prepare and I'll shoot for an A. If I get a B, well, okay, I'll just try harder next time. But anyway, so the main point of this video, I did kind of want to just show you, I think in the past, I kind of showed you more of my monthly layout in my planner. And this time I kind of wanted to show you some of my weekly layouts and how I'm using that in my Erin Condren, as well as I had a request from someone to do a little tutorial on how I make my little circle stickers. So I'm going to try to show you guys how I do that. We'll see how it works out. I haven't quite done a tutorial like that yet, so fingers crossed it comes out okay. So I'm just going to pause this real quick so I can set up the new view, and I'll be right back with you. Okay, so I think this is a weekly layout that I actually may have showed in my last video. One thing that I'm in the course of changing is I was writing down literally all the reading I needed to do for each class, and I just feel that I'm taking up a lot of room doing that. So what I've decided to do going forward is I'm just going to be writing the concept that I'm doing for that particular class. I haven't filled out this whole week yet because, we're still a week early, but I've just started to fill out the concept. And then on my course calendar, it has the concept listed and then what the reading is that corresponds with that concept. So instead of taking up so much room writing out literally everything I'm supposed to read, I've just decided to do it this way so that I'm saving myself some room, which I think is going to work out really well. But I just kind of wanted to show you some other layouts. So here again, I was still writing out all the reading, and it just takes up so much room. And then I used to decorate my calendar back before school started, and I really liked it, and I was kind of missing it. So I decided to try to go back to incorporating some decorating. Obviously, it's not as elaborate as it used to be, but I like this. It just kind of adds a little something to my planner. And actually, there's this store. Actually, she's through Facebook right now. I don't believe she has an Etsy store set up yet, but it's called Pink Elephant Planning, I think, or maybe just Pink Elephant. I will double check that and I'll link it in the bottom. But it's kind of a little kit, and it comes with stickers and little, full square stickers to decorate with, and to-do lists and little check boxes. Like this is from her and this is from her. And I really like it because I don't have to really think about it. They're all color coordinated to correspond with the colors for the month in the Erin Condren. So I really, really like that. So I think I'll be continuing to use her every month just because it does allow me to decorate, but I don't have to get too in-depth with it. And then this washi down here, I absolutely fell in love with. Another group that I'm in, a girl on there was using it, and I absolutely loved it because I actually use my bottom portion down here for my meal planning. And so I was like, oh, it kind of corresponds, and, so. And then I don't remember, I know I told you guys about these in my very first video. I don't know if I actually pointed it out. But these are the stickers that I ordered from OrganizedStickers on Etsy. And you just tell her what you want each of your headings to be. And it's all, like, this is all one sticker, and then this is one sticker. and excuse me, I can't speak. It coordinates with the colors that are already there for that month. So I really, 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 really like it. So I chose to do live school, and then I left this one blank. And I just kind of use it for homework, or if life is really, really busy and I run out of room, then I can throw it down here or whatever. So I really like that, because originally it's morning, day, and night, and that just really didn't work for me since I'm using this as my life planner and also my school planner. So I really like the way that I have it set up right now. It's working well for me. And then here's this week, again, like I said, just a little bit of decorating. You know, again, some stickers and some little label stickers that come in the kit. This is another sticker set. I also showed it in another video. It's from LillieHenry off of Etsy. And there's like no school ones and early dismissal and all the school breaks. They have like picture day and like book fair, just parent teacher conference, just lots of them. So I thought those were super cute. So I used those too. And then this is premiere week. Yay! All of my shows are back. So I was just tracking which shows were coming on, because I do DVR everything, because of course I'm in school and I can't watch any of them when they actually come on. So I just wanted I wrote them in here so I could double check my DVR just to make sure that they were set up, because they were rolled over from last semester. So, but that's pretty much, and there's October. So that's pretty much the Erin Condren and how that's working right now for me. And now I'm going to try to show you guys how I actually make these little circle stickers. So let me get that set up for you guys. Thanks. Hold on just one second. Okay, so I apologize for how grainy it looks. I guess that's just picking up from me pointing the camera at the computer screen. But originally all I did was I did a Google search for, which you cannot see because, oh, sorry, there we go, for a 1/2-inch circle labeled template. And this one right here is the one that I ended up using. It's from onlinelabels.com. So I just click on that. And this is actually the place where you can order these stickers. I had ordered some 1/2-inch circle stickers from another site and had tried to just print them directly on there. And I was having a really hard time getting my images to line up. So I haven't tried this company specifically because you have to order the sheets in such a large quantity. Like the smallest quantity you can order is 100 sheets. And if I can't get them to line up, I would be super upset if I had 100 sheets that I couldn't use. So what I use instead is I just get these, I'm sorry for the lighting. It's the Avery, it's the full sheet shipping labels. And that's the product number. And so when they print, again, sorry about the lighting, they print out just, oh, let me focus that for you. There we go. They just print out like this. And then I just use a 1/2-inch circle punch that I got off Amazon, and I just punch them out. So I will show you how I do that. Refocus. All right, so if you scroll down, let me readjust this. I keep sticking my finger in front of the lens. Anyway, if we come down here, you see all these different little tabs. So if you click on download blank templates, and they have it for this design software, I guess, Open Office, Microsoft Word, and then PDF. I wouldn't use the PDF because then you can't add any images to it. So I just use the Microsoft Word template. You click on it, you pick, again, if you change your mind, you want to use a different one, and then you just click download and launch. And so I already downloaded it. So when you get it open, it looks like this. And all I did was, like, let's say, I I wanted an image for like doctor's appointments, right? So I literally just type in doctor appointment, and then I switch over to images, and I went to clip art. There's icons as well. You just kind of look for one that you like this one. This one's nice. So I click on that, and then I click view image, and then you just right click, save image as, and then you just stick it in a folder anywhere, like on your desktop or, you know, wherever you're going to be able to find it when you go back to add it. And then you just go back to your Word document and you click inside wherever you want the image to go. So like we'll start here. And you go to insert and then picture, and then you just go back to the folder or the desktop where you put it. You click on that and you click insert. Now you can see here that it pretty much for the most part resizes it. Sometimes you have to make some minor adjustments. Oops, that's the circle. That's not what I want. There we go. You have to make some little minor adjustments like this one. Like I may shrink it just a little bit. And then what I also do, like this one, it doesn't fill the whole circle, and so even though the circle lines up pretty well with my punch, I may have to recenter it a little bit with the punch to get it to punch exactly how I want. So then I'll click on the circle, if I can get it to work. There we go. And I'll just hit delete, and it'll take the circle away. So when it prints, it won't print the circle, because if you leave them how they are, the circles will print. Sometimes it doesn't matter depending on what it is, what the image is. Sometimes it fills it in perfectly and it doesn't matter. But if I feel like, you know, I may have to punch it a little differently, then I'll just delete the circle so that it won't print. And then for the ones that I make words on, like my quiz sticker or my exam sticker, all I do is I go up to this little fill button right here, and I just pick a color that I want to use, and it fills it. And then I change the font color to white, and I pick, you know, a pretty font that I like, and I just type in my word. Now, sometimes if I'm lucky, I can make the font bigger so that it really stands out. And then sometimes I'll even bold it just to make sure it stands out really nice. And so like these ones here, again, I would delete the circle, and then I just line up my punch. And like this one here that I did, again, I'm really sorry about the lighting. You can see how I was able to punch it out and have the color completely in the sticker. So it wasn't like I had a bunch of white edges or anything. But that's pretty much it. But the really cool thing that I like about this particular template is that if you do insert a picture, let's see here, sorry, show you guys. Oh, here's a cute little coffee one. Let's see if that one will work. I must have saved that one from before. If you insert it, it resizes the image for you. Again, like I said, sometimes you may have to tweak, you know, you may have to shrink it a little bit, or if it's a super small image, you may want to stretch it. But I would say a good 95% of the time, the image that you print out ends up being, that you insert ends up being like the perfect size. Even if like it was a huge picture, you know, off of Google, it'll resize it to what it needs to be. So once I have these all filled in, I tend to do a full sheet or a half sheet. That way I'm getting as much use of the Avery label, the Avery sheets as possible. Like this one here, again, sorry about the lighting. I had originally done from here to here, and because that was all that I needed at the time. And then I decided I wanted to add some more images. So I just put it through my printer the other way, and I did what I needed to do. And I actually could have done another row, but I didn't want it to end up running in, so I left that row blank just to make sure. But I really like them because I can, I can make a sticker for anything, like specific for my needs. Like I have one for clinical, I have one for when my clinical paperwork is due. My son is in the fire academy, and so I even made, actually I'll show you, sorry. Whoop, here we go. I made these little flame stickers for him for like when he has tests, or like sometimes like they have live burns that we can go watch. So I made him those little flame stickers. And then like this is the one that I use for clinical, and this is the one I use for when my clinical paperwork is due. And this is the one that I use for my animals and like when they have appointments. This one, I have a baby shower coming up, so I have that one in there. So I can really make a sticker for just about anything that I want. One of my kids is in choir, so that's the choir sticker. If we go back to September, let's see here. Where is it? It's really cute. Oh, one of my kids is in drama, so that's for that. So really, I can make a sticker for just about anything. So I really, really, really like that aspect about it. So I hope that tutorial was helpful. If I missed a step because I was kind of rushing through it, or if there's something that doesn't make sense, please let me know and I'll try to clarify it a little bit better. But I hope that that was helpful. And like I said, my plan is to, at a minimum, every other week to kind of do a video with an update of how school's going. I'm also going to do another video maybe tomorrow, just kind of showing some supplies that I got on my own for clinical that I'm really liking, just in case, it's helpful to anybody out there. So again, thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you next time. Thanks.